Hello, Melissa. Not really. The fractal of the eyeball based upon distance is just a ruler in relation to import, but import is just a distance of elo, and in relation to elo, the next sum of dal is the tokenson of law, and within that law, the pilgrim is the nikanam. Based upon the toshon of knowing how to salute the Tensum, the dictation of Monkonton. In this earring, is it? No? Common sense of visual effects. The common sense of visual effects is based on you knowing where to be a Damala. No. Malay in relation to sister tree. The delicacy of Dolo is just a decadent of law, and in relation to that way, what is a cybertron in relation to the battery holder? The cybertron in relation to the battery holder is that the air of the engine will represent the power. Usually the battery just starts the engine in relation to, cars. But in that way, if the battery stays intact and recharge itself in relation to turn on, then the delicacy of law will be tuned up in relation to exhaustion. So in relation to exhaustion, the battery will hold the manganate, because in that way the battery will start the bokong of data. Because the battery forecast for RACV is that if the air engine itself in relation to nationwide. So in relation to nationwide, what is a how of knowing how that Olga Sutcliffe will hair show and animal Easter? Is it a rum? Ramen. The battery in this tablet is very fast, and into it examine it's something like that in the butt, something like that. The fridge of cooler is the digital of knowing how to cool the dead engine CPU, the mainframe reactor. The mainframe reactor based upon dead space. The engineer will comply the next Stockholm, because the sales point of view is Tata by Sri Lanka to indicate where herbs will cool the stomach by number 2.3 and 2.6 in intestine. In that lemang, since my dad used to cook pork intestine, I really like it. And in that way, I can also confront the stomach pain. The stomach pain is based upon, iron. Is it that one? I think so. But based upon iron, how can the stomach line itself into tokoson of soft leather, lethal, or something? I can't get them. I can't pronounce that. So in that way, if the blakate is the toshaton of Bala, then the boxon is Tututum. But the boxon is just a pixel. Pixton. Miss Pixton. Pink Lady. The Pixton is a sector of Bal in the stone of Bal. And in the battery cell, when it has more electron, the CP-EP is the junction of a street sign in relation to ground floor. And in relation to ground floor, the mechanism of dottY is a touchstone of sand. Within the sand of molecule septated autosom dantasan dolodo delitin dantangsang damangtang dalaka tutuku leliki totono dantasa totopo is a freebie. But in that way, when it composites our own letters in relation to our farmer, it becomes better soil to enjoy, because the leaf grow to eat neutron, and in neutron our stomach lasts lengthier to acid food to make pools. So in that way, when it does that, the couple of knowing how to touch on the bigger the prickly cushion is a bridge charge in relation to our own ECP. In relation to our own ECP, the computer system will call the maximum number of the mother mainframe, because the maximum number of the mother mainframe will clone the second papa in relation to shooting star. So in relation to shooting star, the blackthorn of Tuxo will totose in relation to Godno. But Godno, something like that, based upon Doton, have we developed the next Doton of illegal suitable verb in relation to politics. The texting of Pixon is an English Inlukung. Inlukung is bilingual of Katagon by TV scanner. The plasma LC5. The plasma LC5 plays the blonde, a person of knowing that the curvature of Porga is the Dickinson of law, and to distill Tokaton. In that time, once you know how to conflong, Pula Su Duku SU Kapanasa, Pula SU Duku in relation to Pexe, the developer will ammo the next amnena. The Age Kalkrafan is the amnesia in relation to Procession of the battery cell, and work out the rechargeaka. The rechargeaka is Nakono, because the Da crystal will petisi the Akano. This battery is total resistant in relation to factoron. The factoron of Tesang is just a koto of knowing how to proceed by Telekeskin. So this fridge, that fridge, this fridge, that fridge is just a know-how of Belai. And in relation to Belai, the Tinkerson of suitable degree will PC the Binnam, and the Binnam will actually the total in relation to conform contestant. The Legatson of law is the Calais of knowing how to work the Niganan, and in so the ballet of the Tutongan, the battery will redundant the resistant in relation to Dala. So the cell in the battery is the function of knowing how to Tinson compare meaning usual. I used to have old cars and have batteries. What I do or what I see is that I see these cells. Usually I can tell when it's charged or recharged. So REV in this con, this battery is reliable by Benon. But the factory inton is that this battery holder will compound intercoolant, and the intercoolant will charges the Cymax of Toshon. So the conversion of Toxon based upon Tinsin. The 11th Tana Street is Takashan of Law and intercessor of Papa and Felicia, because the original statue given away doesn't bother me. So in this battery, Papa and Gofong, Kula Su Duku, Itnangnang of law. But within this law, if there is an error cell in relation to RACV, the ECP is an son of Kevin Carr to develop manuscript. Manuscript means Bakang, and Bakang means Manam. So, Guy Reeves in relation to Elecqua is an electron. The area is the Toshon, based upon Tsan and the transcode of Mongkong. In this battery, the saga of cell is an Takasei, because it's still tongue. And in this battery, it will confirm the nickname. So RACV based upon the Palake of Tessa, the nickname of Poksong, politics constitutional, in-state trust. In relation to in-state trust, the development of insurance will have Apollo in relation to the perspective, because in this way the battery holder will conflung itself into any aura. In any aura, it will conform into the Bankasi Gata, because the gesture of the battery holder is the Dickinson. When it works in relation to the protocol, the ECP will actually define the next concern. So within this, I forgot what this is. Anyway, I'll call it hand sync. In this hand sync, based upon the creator of something like that, for Duku is the next cotton of coffee cup, because coffee cup is that if there is a seed in relation to a bar fridge, then delicate skin will love it in relation to a farmer. Does it come from coffee seeds, come from plants, or so in that way the next implant will patify the mechanism of work wage, because the work wage is placed tata and tan. There you go, correct. Tesken. Bone. Master. S. In this way, the Wangmong of Andy Brockovich, based upon waveform, is that this Pangsang Bat will dictate the Nancy, the recharger, in relation to Tushong Tese, because when it conflicts into the Sene, this electron will Totten Toton. In so, the Makase of Pollux will Pixton the next day of battery and to develop the next ammo. And the next ammo of this bat, the tissue of Dongshong is that Gonglong Tan. In this way, the Pakese Karhashan Anene will be popular in relation to internal. Maka is Buddha. So in that way, what is the page of sans serif in relation to Bo? So in that way, and in relation to that, what law will vehicle the ground of ascendant by Sang in relation to top zeta? And in relation to top zeta, the next tokoton of law will intersect the pair. So in that way, the intricacy of law is that the minimum amount of Messiah is to condition the molecule of Makala, because in that way, the Pixton of Dirkalam is that Pink Lady will confirm the Melissa in relation to Prakri Karakare. So in this way is E ta ta A C P I. The conversion of Dexton is that the Texton is the tuction organon of the Pelagate bond. And in this bond, the darkening battery will examine the muffler and it will burn the fuel to release pollution. And when it does that, the E10 will be engineering into the next computer system. So into the next computer system, the mainframe of the EPU is the central of this AJ. And in that way, it speeds up the throttle of cog. And when it does that, the cognition based upon XD is the Mikoto. Starfish. Yeah. heartbreak. Komplang setam bila kerkusan tete, bila kerkusan sedang tadakadam, berkutung tadakete. Dusong kadakete kerpasatete, monokusan kanta korang. Bakatashaka kalakatan, and kidniki katasong. Bila katata sasasang, dunixtendi kono. Telakakatsa tosong. Minigang tang mala. Approx. Good. Sai pasap. Tat punya. Minigang tang demong. Minigang tia. Argate kotong. Murgisi kana. Murgutong tay. Difficult song. Dasata kotong. Binigitindi. Didakasatate kentang. Dapakatan. Didikata kerketi kotoshonong. Bikatese tata toloshong. Bilikisantan takatang pakoshong. And kotu. Bigale. Monokasitang tongchong. What does EI stand for? Mengkertitan karakatong. Berkisyo. Dalakatak sangkam. Miningkan. Bagahe ka. Dishintang. Minungan tong. Dilaki. Bingke sakala. Toshon. Minungan sangkam takang. Dini. Crystal open. It opened this crystal for the power. But the good kata question of the baka. But you kissing thinking run.